Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday if you're seeing this on Wednesday. All right, so today, today we are going to make some ATC cards. So I'm going to paper Ganza in July, and I want to have just a bucket load of ATC cards to share. I have about 30 made so far. I need a whole bunch more. So I already have some parts and pieces and things. Let's play with these. This is a sheet of artist paper from Stampington and Company. So I can get 12 right here. Perfect. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make artist trading cards today. So yay. Let's get into it. Shall we? We shall. Ooh, I like this paper. I like the back side a lot. I'm sure the back, this is why I bought it, but I want to use this side. And I also have this out. I think we'll use both of these papers. I think these would be really pretty. Yep, this is what we're doing. Let's do it. So I'm going to cut my trading cards from the pink. Put those off to the side. How are you guys doing? It's so good to see you. I've been thinking I take up too much of your time, and I've been thinking maybe I should only do like one live a week, maybe two at the most. I don't know. We're going to save this strip because I like it too. Okay, artist trading cards. What are they? I get this question every time I make a video with artist trading cards, and I'm so glad that I do. Like, it's a perfectly valid question. Artist trading cards are just that. They're trading cards that artists make or crafters to share. I mean, I think crafters are artists, but we won't go down that rabbit hole. That they make to share with one another or with others. They're something I've kept in my purse for a long time, to also give as random acts of kindness. There are a specific measurement. They are 2.5 by 3.5, and that's it. That's where they start and stop as far as what the rules are, is that they're 2.5 by 3.5. Now, there are also artist trading cards that are round, circular. So there is that. I cut my paper into 2.5-inch strips, and then I take those strips and cut them down to 3.5, and I'm able to get 12 per one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I just love that. I get a dozen, and then I get all these cute little scraps too. Not too many, but just enough to play with if I want to. So, how are you guys doing? Let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Dawn and Linda and Vicky. Miss Vicky, getting ready to retire. I hope training your replacement is going well. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Hello, Miss Paula. So good to see you. And Miss Beth is here. Hey, it's Wednesday. I can't tell you how much joy it brings me, Beth, to catch you on a Wednesday. making sure I wasn't misleading you guys with numbers. But yeah, if you cut it that way, you will get 12. So I like to lay my things out. I still got more cutting to do, so I don't really need to lay them out right now, but I'm going to do it anyways. Wonder the way I have my camera positioned, I think I'll be able to get 2 rows of 6, maybe, and frame. I have to move my pencil. Move over pencil. I probably won't even need that pencil today, but you never know. I have got a pile right here, just out of your view. I've got all kinds of piles just out of your view, actually. Okay, so yes, we're going to make 12 of these, but I do need to bring back in my trimmer and my paper. I'm using my oldie but goodie trimmer here because my other one's blade is fuzzy. I went on to scrapbook.com to buy replacements yesterday. They only had one in stock, one package of Spellbinders blades. And I was like, am I going to have to go back to a guillotine? Is that just the way it's going to have to be? But I love having a built-in scoring tool because I do a lot of scoring, you know? I don't just cut, I do a lot of scoring, so I don't know. Oh, the paper crafting dilemmas. Total first world problems, aren't they? So we'll see. I don't know. But what I am excited about is I got the last pack. Hopefully it won't be one of those situations where they email me later and say, sorry, we actually didn't have that last one. You know, usually when it comes to inventory in any place, I find that the last one is typically really honestly not there somehow. Everyone's inventory always seems to be off by one. It even happened to me one time already. So I'm just hoping at this point that it really is there. But that one pack has 2 blades, so I'm excited about that. At least I'll have 2. See, and this trimmer that I love so much, I stopped using it because I couldn't get the blades anymore. This was my go-to trimmer for years. Having a good paper trimmer is critical. One that you like is critical stuff. Okay, I really like these layers, and I'm actually going to be inspired by these layers. We'll see if I end up using them or not in the cards today. I'm just trimming off some of the white pieces that I don't think I want. So we'll see. These potentially could go into these ATC cards, or I can just put them in my little scrap pile and they can go somewhere else. Last ones. Dawn says, I still have a couple Stampington mags from years ago. Oh yeah, Dawn. They are never anything I would want to destash or get rid of. So as we keep contemplating moving to Europe, I think about my craft stash. And I don't want to part with it. I mean, some of it wouldn't be hard, but some of it would be really hard. And my book collection. Okay, so let's take our girls and put them down on our paper. These are funky and fun. I like them. Okay, I had this piece. So I'll probably incorporate that somehow. So these girls, let me see if I have the magazine that these came from. I think I do. Like I have it, but like, do I have it handy is the question. I think it was from this one. Yes, it was, because there's that girl right there. So page 10. Well, thank you. Oh, the first one. Really? Yes. Kim Collister, looks like. And definitely layers is her thing. And I think she did a lot of tab binding here and then just photocopied it to make that paper. Same thing here. This was from a little journal that was used tab binding. So that's what we were seeing in this pieces were the tabs and the backboards and her layers. So we're going to kind of mimic that as we work today. Gorgeous work, Kim. But we're not going to go too crazy because these are ATCs. Now, just a little crazy, but not too crazy. I have some of this. Like this was when I messed up on that belt for that journal the other day. You know I didn't throw this away, right? I would never. Hey, Flo. I mean, even if I should, I would never. So I think I will just add a bit of fabric to each one of mine. Let me get those fun and funky colors back out. We're going to have some of this peacock color, so I'm not going to pick it, but I'll pick some of these others. I like this seafoam kind of green, and it looks like I almost have two of those. So let's pull this one. The yellow is my favorite. I need to go on and see if I can get more of the yellow, like a bigger roll of it. Okay. So just a dab of fabric for each one. I'm also going to dig into my scraps and pull out some scrap paper. We're going to create a couple of layers, I think. There we go. I love this reflective chiffon fabric. It may be my favorite I've ever seen. Definitely of any of the chiffons. And whatever it is, however they make it, this one doesn't unravel and fray as much as the typical chiffon does. How you doing, Flo? Oh, thanks, Dawn. I don't want to, occupy too much of people's time. I'm not worthy. Okay. People are too busy for all that. But we'll see. I know. I think about like Gela Gustinelli, and I love that she posts every day, I love that for her. I love that for everybody else. I definitely wouldn't limit her or anybody, but for some reason I feel like I should limit myself. I don't know. I probably need to lay on a couch with a therapist and talk that one out. Paper. I'm going to take this piece right here and just tear some off. Work with a smaller piece. And I mean, I'm just talking little scrappy layers here. the girls are so cool. I don't think I need, you know, a ton. We've already got fabric now, and they all have kind of different kind of layers behind them too. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, you know, if you're making a dozen of ATCs at the same time, they don't all have to be different and completely, everyone just completely a one of a kind, because they'll end up being that way anyways. So it's okay to create kind of a formula. That's what I'm telling myself anyways. Hi, Diane. How you doing? So good to see you. How are your early morning lives going, dear? Speaking of, Diane is doing early morning lives for her Aussie friends, and I think that's wonderful. Even earlier than me. If I hadn't told y'all I would be here today, I would still be sleeping. I was so tired. But I'm a woman of my word, if nothing else. Okay, looky there. That one scrap of paper gave us all of that we needed. You know, I think once I put a sentiment on these, which I should have handy, then I don't know that I need anything else, to be honest. I gotta look for that sentiment. Glitter Fairy. I kind of want to do Wheel Watcher as my other sentiment for these, but we'll see. I do need the pencil. I need the pencil to put up my hair. Okay, whew. Tippity tappity tap. Tippity tappity tap on this. Thank you, Kathy. Hair up during a hot flash. It's a good thing. Hi, Esther. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Have you checked the Michaels Marketplace for your trimmer blades? I was able to get bulk prices in the blades for... Oh, I have not, Paula. Oh my gosh. I will do that. I didn't even know there was a Michaels Marketplace. I was looking at a Fiskars when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day thinking, well, at least Fiskars isn't like one of these one-offs from a craft company where it's so hard to get the blades after a year or two, you know? Like when I invest in a trimmer, I'd like to be able to use it for a number of years. So I was actually contemplating of switching back to a Fiskars for that reason, so I could keep getting blades instead of keep getting frustrated and I can't get blades. Okay, I have this scrap, so I'm going to use it, and I won't use it on all of them, but I'll use it on some of them. Just pop a little of this down there. Hi, Miss Tracy. How you doing? How's Mike? How's the cats? How's everybody? Piece of fabric might go somewhere else. Some of them might go up while others go down. Let's stamp out glitter fairy and see what we think. Also, I have a few moons from, ooh, I like it right there, from my new stamp set that I stamped on tea-dyed paper. And then see how glossy they look? I used my new Scorched Timber embossing glaze on them. Well, I think it's the last day of the month. Hi, Miss Angie. And tomorrow is April 1st. No joke. No fools. I have a video for the Paper Stash Smash collab. And it's a fun one, you guys. I mean, I think it's fun. I used a whole 6x6 paper pad to make just 2 projects in that video. And I used the whole 6x6 paper pad. I recorded it, so I know how long it took. It took me about, oh, how long was that? An hour to use a whole 6x6 paper pad. So, you know, the idea of the Paper Stash Smash is that we smash our paper stash. So obviously the 2 projects that I'm sharing are a great way to do that. I have a feeling I'm going to smash a lot of 6x6 paper pads in April. Super stoked about that. And I know a lot of people are discovering the sheet load for the first time now, thanks to the junk journaling with the sheet loads. And guess what? There's a new sheet load on April 2nd, and I'll have a video for that too. So those are the 2 next videos. And then I will be live with you all on Saturday. If you want to hang out. Love the moon faces. What do y'all think? I like how these are coming together. Crafting from the broom closet. Well, my first time to see you, and your name is fabulous. So welcome. Just got well, hello. I'm glad we made it through the algorithm to your broom closet. How fabulous is that? So we're making artist trading cards today, you guys. I'm going to be sharing these at an upcoming event. And I think, I don't know the number. I should probably ask Mary, but I think I need about 150 if I want to give one to every man, woman, and child there. Okay. I think I'm happy with these just like they are. So let's get to gluing. I don't want to jinx it. But I might be done early, but I don't want to jinx it. That could be wrong. I could be wrong. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start over here. Okie dokie. Now, when I was laying these out, I wasn't paying attention to the back. I do want to pay a little bit of attention to the back real quick. Oh, cool. I don't need to pay attention to the backs at all because the way I cut that, all the plants are sideways. So, hoorah. No worries. I love that I don't even have to think about it. It is always so hard for me to use the paper from the Stampington magazine, so I'm really proud of myself this morning for using this paper. Please, Pile, just move over. You're cramping my style. Okay. And I'm going to use this PVA glue for this chiffon. And my little moon face. Now, I'm not going to put glitter fairy on the front of these. I am going to put that on the back. The front is just going to look like this. So let me hold it up close so you can see it better. First ATC in this group done. Next. This is double-sided, and I love this other side of it, but I think I'm going to stick to the peacock green color. Blue, green, blue, green. Hi, Miss Bethany. How's the fam? How's everybody doing? Thanks for the hearts, you guys. You were just working on ATCs? Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. You're giving them away. Yeah. On the back, you can put your name. You can title the ATCs. You can, I caught in the replay crew, Tracy was working on some ATCs the other day. And she put like inspirational, encouragement sentiments on the back of hers. So, you can do anything you want. They're just so much fun. And you can tell like a little bit of scraps goes a long way with these. So this was a branding strip on one 12 by 12 piece, and I think we're going to get it on, it's obviously going to be on multiple cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. A little bit goes a long way with these. Oh, I hate to cover up that ship. Let's put our fabric that way. Really like her. She's carrying an umbrella that has a scene painted on it. I mean, these are very kind of, abstract, and I know there's another word for it. I just can't pull it out of my hat right now. They're a little bit melancholy. Very different, these images. So see, she's got this umbrella here, and it has this really cool like water scene, but she's walking along a waterfront that has a ship. I just think it's so cool. All right. Crafting from the broom closet. Is that what you want us to call you, or do you want us to know your name? Do you want to make up a name that we you let us know, and I'll try to commit it to memory. If I learn one at a time, I can typically do it. I can't guarantee more than one at a time. So we learned Pam from the Ginger Cat Ladies, Pam. And I actually learned that in somebody else's live. And then when she came and hung out in mine, I was like, hey, Pam. So I learned hers. She's Pam B2 now because we have 2 Pam Bs, which I thought was hilarious. All right. And another. I'm wishing we may not finish early because I still want to put glitter fairy on the back, and then I might come along and put a moon on all of them before it's all said and done. The littles are good. I'm so glad. Frankie fell asleep last night on the floor when he went to pick out a book before bedtime. I remember them doing that kind of thing. Oh, thanks for reminding me of that, Bethany, when mine were little. One time we lived in a 2-story house and we sent the kids up and we were going to tuck them in. And I can't remember which one. My husband will remember. I think it was Sparkleheart. Fell asleep on a stair, or maybe, well, I definitely know that young Z used to eavesdrop on our conversations. We would be downstairs conversating with company, and he would be upstairs asleep in bed, and then we would come up at the end of a long night, you know, and he would be asleep at the top of the stairs, and which was kind of dangerous, but like we didn't know he was there. Little guy. Sleep has never been his forte. Not since the day he was born. I know, with a rotary blade or a guillotine, you're so right, Diane. I wouldn't have to replace the blades, but I can't score on them either. And I love having both in one place. I'm going to move this like this. I'm going to put her right over here off the edge. I have, okay, so I had the big Tim Holtz guillotine and I liked it, loved it. Then I took it on a crafty adventure and it never worked again. It was not made to travel. And I don't know, I just didn't want to buy it a second time. So I went down the rabbit hole of these machines that I have now that have the replacement blades. And I've been down that rabbit hole ever since. I had also bought the Crafter's Companion guillotine, but that thing scares me to pieces because the blade just comes down real easily. In fact, even when you're not trying to make the blade come down. And so I'm afraid it's going to injure me one day. And so I don't mess with it. In fact, did I get rid of it? See, and that's the thing. I don't even feel safe giving it away. But Beth has it, and she said hers is like that, and she turned it over, and she thinks we might be able to tighten it. So if I still have it, if I didn't just chunk it, then I might try to tighten mine. See if that works. That one, I bought that one because it has a scoring. It has a way to score on it. So I was like, ooh, a guillotine with a scoreboard. This may be perfect. And then I was afraid it was going to cut my finger off, so it wasn't perfect. I wish I could design one. The thing is like, even if I design one that I thought was perfect, I would be the person it would be perfect for, and maybe a few others, but like everybody likes something different for different reasons, you know? That's the thing. Can't make one perfect tool, I don't think, because we all like different things for different reasons. Just moving right along here. Oh, feeling flashy today, y'all. Feeling very flashy. Kathy Grant, such a lifesaver for those personal summer moments. Is that noise annoying? I can't really be too bothered if it is because I need it. I'm just going to set it right here and let it do its job. Cool me down, and I'm going to keep gluing. I love this thing. I had no idea such a fabulous fan existed. It's a double fan, you guys. 2 of them. The Master Blaster. My hair's still up in a pencil. Sparkle Heart always laughs when I have my hair up in a pencil or a pen or something. She's like, you have clips. And I'm like, yeah, but they're not always where I need them to be. I like that there's a moon right here. I'll try to hold it. See that white crescent moon right there? But that she can gaze down at this moon. Lala's in the house. Hey, Lala. How you doing? How are you doing? Okay. I have the Muppets song in my head, moving right along. Footloose and fancy free. I'm shoeless and fancy free. Barefoot at the craft desk. All right, just the way it should be. Yeah, which rotary trimmer did I have, Angie? Are you talking about the guillotine? Rotary trimmer. Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I do have one that I only use for big projects. It's a Fiskars. I'm telling y'all, I've tried all the die cutting machines, all the trimmers, it feels like. I don't use that one more regularly. I only use it for chipboard and big projects because it's so heavy and clunky and cumbersome. See, I am like Goldilocks of craft supplies, I guess. This fan is fabulous. All right, just 3 more to go, you guys. These 3. I would bring y'all down and zoom in a little bit, but okay, I made it through that one. Don't want to use up all my battery. Might get another flash. Anyways, I don't want to bring the camera down closer because we're almost done with this stage, and then we'll lay them back out again and probably start another layer because we have time. In my head, I'm like, do I have time to make 12 more? No, Bitty Penny, you do not have time to make 12 more. So give it up already. Still got to do the backs. Okay, so for the backs of my ATCs, I think I'm going to kind of do all of them later. Let's see, do I have an example to show y'all? What I did was I designed something on the computer and printed it up. This is what I did last time. And it just had like my socials on it. Do I have one? I have one. So it just had like Bitty Penny on YouTube, Instagram, Etsy. I'm not on Etsy anymore. And then my website, bittypenny.com. So I just printed these on my computer. I could fit a ton of these on one sheet of paper, cut them all up, and then glued those on the back. That's what I did last time. I went to a big crop, like a scrapbook expo, and I took a whole bunch and just put my socials on the back. But I need to go in and remake this because I'm not on Etsy anymore. That's no longer valid. Also, some people do a QR code, but now people have to be careful. Not that I would give everyone a bad QR code, like, hello, but I think people need to be more careful about QR codes. And so you shouldn't take QR codes from strangers. Do we need to have a talk about this here? Don't do it. Don't ever scan something if you don't know the person. Have y'all heard this warning? If you don't believe me, check AARP. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell you the same thing. Don't use those strangers' QR codes. The wrong one, they can get instant access to everything in your phone. That's right. So anyways, I'm not going to be giving out my QR code just because people need to be careful with such things. And even though I know I'm not a malicious person, I don't even know how to be malicious with the internet, and I don't want to know. It's just good, like, I'm not going to perpetuate that that's a safe thing for you to do, is what I'm not going to do. Because unfortunately, it no longer is. Don't click links in emails and don't scan QR codes. That's our tech talk for this morning. Hi, Rhonda Lane. Did you think I'd never say hello? I'm making my way down. Good evening to you. Is it dinner time? How is Aussie land? Does anybody want to adopt my family? Although my son said no to Australia, I would give it a go. I've never even visited it. I would give it a go, but he says no. Too many critters that could kill you. I was like, we live in Texas. That's not a valid argument. Your father has had to kill a coral snake and a rattlesnake in the same, like, 5 minutes of each other, or like kill one, turn around, kill the other. And I'm sorry if you don't believe in that kind of thing, but we can't have coral snakes and rattlesnakes hanging out in our backyard together at the same time. But we did that day. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, that's not really a valid argument. That's too big. Okay. I may cut out moons. We'll see. I really like the moon faces. So 3, don't have it. 4, 5. I would need 5 moon faces if I wanted every one of these to have a moon face. I really like them. What do y'all think? They're funky and different, but I really like them. I like them because they are funky and different. If you adopt me, can I bring my craft supplies? Mama Juju, how you doing on the back 40? May 1st, not April. Wow. You were so right. April Fool's was like a month ago. We're moving into May. Well, good. I don't have to deal with April Fools again so quickly. I mean, I don't know. I'm the one that used to be the one tricking people, but we didn't even have the energy for that this year. Maybe that's why it's not clicking. We're about to have May 1st. Well, as I figure out what month it is, I'm also going to get caught up with you guys. Hi, Jen Caddy. Fiddly Bits. Oh, so many creative names. I love that name. Hi, Lee. How are you? Okay, I'm not done, y'all, but guess what? It's a flashy day. Something's up with my body. I don't normally have this many, do I? IKR right D die. I can relate. No, that would be a C. I don't know what IKR stands for. I'm gonna have to look it up. Inquiring minds want to know these kinds of things. I know, right? That's what it stands for. I know, right? Oh, thanks, Angie. Yeah, we gave it so much thought and deliberation. And I know that they will. Um, it was hard to say no to such a sweet offer. Well, we're so excited you're here. I'm so excited all of y'all are here. I am just trying to get caught up here. Yeah. Yeah, I need like 150, I think. Lala. I need a lot. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? Yeah, sorry, Flo. It's like Back to the Future by a month. How lame would that be? This last month has been brutal. We're like, no thanks, no thanks. We'll just go forward into the future. No backsies, no backsies. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking. Yeah, it's on my desk. Oh, look, guys, I got a new matcha tea and it came in this tin. I wish I liked this tin. Okay, I promise we will return to those. But how else will I leave late if I don't go down a rabbit hole? Okay, so it's hard to open. You have to open it with a tool. But what I wanted to do is make a journal to go in here. I wanted this to be a holder for a scroll journal because ever since I've made those rolling papers, myself and others have thought we should make some scroll journals. And I was out of matcha yesterday and I had to open this new tin. And so what they do is they don't actually leave the powder in the tin like loose. It's in a bag. And because I didn't like the way the tin, when you close it, you can't just pry it open with your fingers. So when you close it, there's not a lip here that you can clip onto. I used to get the jasmine tea and it would have, and the yellow tin and you could pry it open. You can't. The only way to get into this is to pop it open like so. So it could be a top secret journal. But what we would do is create one that was just shy of being as tall as this and on a scroll and pop it in and out. How cool would that be? I saved it just in case. But it's really complicated to get in and out of. Okay, back to the, I'm looking for the moon. And I know it's on my desk. Oh, I think it is. Or did I put it away? There it is. Yeah, no, it's on my desk. Hello, moon. So this is Dina Wakley's new release that I loved so much. And I just had to have it. I loved the sentiments, and I've always wanted a bunch of moon faces, so check. So let's get us some moons, you guys. We needed 5, right? And I'm gonna grab a scrap of paper. From being a 5x7 card maker, I've got those at the ready at all times, which is so great because I don't have to cut into a full sheet. Especially as I'm in my current dilemma is I don't know where I'm going to start sourcing my card bases from. I've always used, well, not always, but for years now, many years since 2020, I've used Accent Opaque, but it's like $30 a ream, and I'm not going to pay that. So I need to find a new source. Moody. Yeah, definitely moody. Those images. Eclectic. I think it might have been melancholy, moody, eclectic. Yeah, they're different, and I really like them because of that. I'm going to pop one of these off. One to grow on. All right. Geez, I think I might need to re-ink this. That's VersaFine. Okay. I had a re-inker on my desk, so I was like, can I do it right now? No, that's VersaFine, because I just re-inked my VersaFine the other day. I need to do my monthly maintenance for sure. Okay. Moon faces. Right back over here they go. Obviously, I'm not embossing these. It'll be fine. Just do a rough cut because there's really no other way to cut a circle, in my opinion, other than a little rough. You get a moon. You get a moon. Yeah, you can call her just T. I don't know. Well, not just T, just call her T. There. And I know, but I just still call you Tracy. I'm definitely not one to go along with the program, am I? Okay. Boy, did that cause me problems growing up. Thank goodness I'm an adult now. I can be like, take it or leave it. When you're a kid, you don't have that kind of power. Oh my gosh, I got so much trouble one time. My godmother, God rest her soul, was amazing, and she babysat me until I went into kindergarten. And one time I was upset about something. She was asking me to do something I didn't want to do, probably a chore or something. Told her she could take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I got in so much trouble. It was a popular song at the time. I don't know. I liked it. I could relate. Oh my goodness. I still remember that day and how that went down when my mom got off work and came to her house to pick me up. And she was like, you know what Toby's saying to me today? Defiantly. She told me I could take this job and shove it. Yeah, that didn't go over well. I really wasn't trying to be mean. But where do you think Biddy of Biddy Penny came from? Just saying. I earned it. Your craft channel is new, but I have been doing YouTube stuff for years. Oh, I always try to remember to introduce myself at the beginning of my videos and have my name and my channel description. Okay, cool. I just go by Biddy Penny. I don't ever mind if people call me Toby. I mean, it's my name. But, you know, some people want you to call them by their channel name. Some people don't. So I like to ask. Almost have all these done, you guys. Yeah, we like to test people's memories, right? Phantom feet. I've heard of that. Hey, Kim. Come on. We all know. I'm behind, but I'm getting caught up. And good morning to you. And hi, Maddie. Both of you ladies. Hello, hello. Did I miss an Ellie? That goes right there. Okay. Oh, Angie, good luck with that. She's probably long gone, but still wishing her luck anyways. No filter, Mike. I was saying something to Sparkle Heart the other day, and I was like, I bet you wish I'd use my filter more. And she's like, I'm not sure you have a filter. Okay, the fronts of all of my car, I do have a filter. I'm just getting old. I'm getting of a certain age where the filter becomes jaded. A little bit jaded. So I understand you, Mike. It took me forever, but I got there. Yeah, I'm always behind on the chat, by the way. I get wrapped up in this and I get behind. Okay, so let's deal with the backs of these. And no, I don't love the plants are all sideways. But I think maybe by the time we add a sentiment and add eventually when I add my little contact info, it won't really matter. It'll look, I think, more abstract than anything. But, you know, we could cover it. I think I just thought of the easiest way to deal with this situation. It's humid here today. We're supposed to have big storms. So I'm telling you that because it may take a little while for this to dry, but we're going to use it anyways. Oh my gosh, while I was at, I'm like, if you give a mouse a cookie, while I was at scrapbook.com yesterday, I got a couple of things. I got two, not one, but two waffle flower silicone mats. I know, you guys, you don't have to get those. We're gonna need more paint than that. There we go. We're gonna need about that much, I think. Anyways, I'm super excited about it personally. And I couldn't decide on a size, so I just got two. I did not get the one that you put like, I think that's gonna make it better for me. I didn't get the one where you like put paint in it. I just got the plain ones, but I got the media mats because obviously, hello, I love mixed media. I'm not trying to cover up the yellow. I'm just trying to kind of take away the fact that these plants are sideways with a little acrylic paint. And hopefully not get paint all over the front of my designs that we're supposedly done with. That fixes it for me. I don't know why, I can't tell you, but that just like fixes the problem for me. Okay, then we're gonna stamp out Glitter Fairy a number of times, 12 to be exact. Put it a little heavier on there. 60 years of dodging danger. Oh, Diane, there's a house for sale across the street. If you fancy an adventure. Of course, I can't sell you it. I'm always trying to sell people houses across the street for me, but I might not be on this side of the street. So I really shouldn't be doing that anymore. But anyways, in our pretend world, you should move in. We would have so much fun. We get in a lot of trouble though, I think, Diane. Something tells me we'd be getting in trouble, but having a whole lot of fun. I need just a little bit more. Hey, Miss Cordelia. You have classes at work. Don't click on this email. That's right. We do too. We have, and thank goodness, I love them. We have to do those classes for work, but they help me in my personal life. Somebody could have gotten a hold of my shop real easily if I hadn't been aware. So, yeah, I'm real thankful for that training that I get. Okay, some of these are dry enough. I'm gonna wipe off my block while I still can. with a baby wipe. My body is just in hot flash freak out mode today. Yesterday was real stressful. My sister-in-law has bad asthma, and my brother-in-law sent me a text like she was having an emergency. Could I take her to the ER? So I cancel all my meetings. I get dressed. I had to put a bra on. And head out of the house. And she's already gone. So then I take off because I know which emergency room she typically goes to, and started driving. She wasn't there. And my husband called and he's like, "Where is she?" I was like, "I don't know. She's not at the emergency room that I thought." He's like, "Let me call her." So he called her, and I went and met up with her and spent the day with her, getting her stabilized, helping her and the kids out. She has 2 young kids, younger than mine. And so getting everyone situated. Because y'all know, the other day when my brother-in-law texted me during a live on Saturday, and she was having breathing problems then too, the insurance didn't. So she had found, she's tried a lot of different asthma medications, and she finally found one that was really good and working for her, and then insurance didn't want to pay for it anymore. So she's been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital ever since, because it's $800 a month without insurance to get that medicine. And it's a one-of-a-kind medicine that's patented for like the next 30 years. So there won't be a generic. You know, pharmaceutical companies have to make their millions and millions of profit while people suffer. It drives me crazy. Anyways, so here she is in and out of the emergency room. Oh, it just drives me nuts, you guys. Drives me nuts. And it's not like she's not willing to try other things. She's tried other things, and they put her on 2 preventatives, and neither one works. So maddening. Anyway, so it was a pretty stressful day around here yesterday. And I think that might be, I didn't sleep great. I think that might be why my hot flashes are flashing today. I'm forcing this acrylic paint to dry a little quicker, because of course we need it to dry. So I gotta go soon. If I don't get this part of them done, I'm not worried. We'll get to stamping. I'm just gonna make these dry real quick. Look, I understand that companies have to make money to stay in business and to fund research and things like that. I just don't think that medicine should be for profit. So much for profit. You know what I mean? I think medicine should be for the people. And everyone should have access to the medicine that keeps them alive. Charge whatever you want for cosmetic stuff. But life-saving medication should be for the people. Okay. So a few of these are dry enough. I can definitely put a sentiment, well, it's still a little wet, on a few of these. And then I'm convinced a couple of them are not going to be dry in time. Okay, so let's do a little, just move these out of the way. We're going to put glitter fairies on these. Even though glitter fairy doesn't feel like it's the right sentiment for them, we're still going to use it. Just like you, Diane. The way I described those, eclectic and moody and melancholy. You're not that. Not to me. All right. My glitter has been, okay, so my little words here, I never bothered taking them off their stamping block because, you know, I need to make so many of these. But they're a little worse for wear. See that eye? Everything's kind of tilted, but that just makes it more fun, I think. I wonder if it would fit this way. Nope. Just going to keep going this way. These are more scraps from being a 5x7 card maker. I make beads out of them now. I use them for stamping small images and sentiments. I need 12 of these. 4, 9, 12. Oh, I just don't need that anymore. I still need this and this. I wonder if this word will go this way. Yes, it's short enough. I'll be able to get more of them going this way. Okay, got 4 of those. So we need 8 more. Mathing in the morning. I feel like a librarian and it's awesome. Just a tap tap on the ink pad. Stamp it out. 6, 7. I'm going to do an extra one because my F wasn't effing right there. All right. I really need to refill this desperately. Okay. I like a juicy ink pad. Clean those up. Put those back where I had them. I have a little basket for my ATC stuff because I need to make so many and I'm keeping it on my cart. Okay, somehow moving into May seems like such a commitment. Well, may it be fabulous. May the force be with you. May the 4th. Should we do a Star Wars card on May the 4th, you guys? I've done them in the past. They weren't really popular, but I may do them anyways because I like Star Wars. Hi, Carmina. How you doing? Tell me I am not that far behind. Judy R, how you doing? Oh, your nickname is Juders? I love that. I absolutely love that. Mercy's Pages. Hello. Oh, you guys are so fun. Squirrel. Those are nail breaker tins, right, T? Especially the older I get, the weaker my nails get. I'm sure it's a deficiency of sorts. But yeah, I think I will make a, I think I'm gonna, what I was thinking about yesterday is, you know, I'm totally on this bead kick, right? So I was thinking, well, I'll make a bead and a tool, hang a tool to pry the tin open so that I can get to my journal. It's like in case of emergency, break the glass. I'll, it won't be a hammer. It'll have to be some kind of, I might have to get one from Lowe's. You know those tools that you pry the paint cans open with at, when you're buying a gallon of house paint? Probably need one of those. They probably have a name, and I don't know what it is. They used to probably give them away, and now they're, I bet they're $10, but I'll have to get me one of those and hang it from my journal. Because we can craft our way out of it, right? What time is it? Woo! All right, I got to get to moving. I'm crafting over here like it's a Saturday. It's not a Saturday. Crystal, dig into ATCs. They are so much fun. Such a great way to use up your like small paper scrap collection if you have one. And they're just a delight to make and receive and to share and give. Keep them in your purse. When somebody does something nice, you give them a little ATC. Leave them in the supermarket on the empty aisles of toilet paper, which we already have here. Don't need any more hot flashes. Don't think about it. Okie dokie. Glitter Fairy. So Glitter Fairy is what some of the chatterbox is referred to when they leave nice comments and cheer each other on. Mary calls them glitter fairies. So this one's ready. Over on Craft Roulette. Oh, good golly. We gotta go, y'all. There's no time for this. Okay, we're gonna do like 2. I'm gonna try to catch up. I see lots of hellos. And I love that. And I hope I've said hello to everyone. I had a paint key. Hey, that's a paint key. There's the name. Thanks, Lee. Yes, I worked that out. But yes, I should add a paint key. 100%. Because don't they usually have kind of a place where I could loop ribbon in there? Don't they have a loop on a paint key at the top? I think they do. They kind of look like a skeleton key as far as I can remember. Yeah, I need a paint key for that 10. A moon with a hat. We could do that another time. We could definitely do that on another day. When I won't be chasing the bus down in house slippers. You guys, 3 weeks. 3 weeks till summer. Sparkles Heart says, I don't know who's more excited, me or you. I was like, potentially me. But no, I know she's excited too. Okay, that's all we're going to do as far as getting the glitter fairies on. I'll do the rest on my own time. Not like it's that much fun to watch anyways. We made 12 really fun ATCs today. So I did end up getting some hot pink paint on the front of a couple of them, but that's okay. Everything, it'll be all right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this little session and that you will dig into ATC cards. I'm not going to worry about these like touching my desk because my desk is dirty anyways. They're mostly dry. Everyone got a moon. You get a moon. You get a moon. Everybody got a moon. All right. Try Michael's. Have a 100-pound cardstock that works well for card bases and still reasonably priced. I will definitely try that, Maddie. That's what Tracy said she used. I have been asking around. If y'all have any suggestions, leave them in the other comments, not in this one because I might not see it. Hi, Nima. Sorry, you know I'm behind. I need a moderator, a person who reads me my comments. Like, I need a bill. And like Di has. PFFT. You don't even follow the months properly. I think that's what that stands for. Left my phone in the greenhouse. Well, Dawn, you have been busy planting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having to skip over. You're already having the storms there. And Vicky, oh, be careful, be careful. Oh, I'll show you, Diane, when it comes in. I got some things. Is she going to an event? Yeah, I'm going to Paper Ganza in July, and I need like 150 of these, Maddie. And now I'm skipping comments, and I'm so sorry. Don't even get me started on Big Pharma. Yeah, obviously me neither. Oh, thanks. Glad you like them. It's true, Vicky. 100%. Yeah, her medicine would be $800 a month without insurance. It was $200 yesterday with insurance for 1 month for one inhaler. Girl, I've had my fan on, Carmina, a lot this morning. Yeah, we're all there with the paint can openers. Miss Linda Veal, hi. Oh my gosh, toilet paper tissue again. Oh my. I know, Carmina. We're dealing with that. Tiny pry bars. Yeah, yeah. My dad used to paint cars, so I'm familiar. Couldn't remember what they were called. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I kind of got caught up. I did have to slide past a few, and I'm so sorry. They looked meaty and good too. Hey, Jenny G. But I gotta go. So I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. You guys have a super awesome day. I will be okay. Video tomorrow, smash your paper stash. I smashed a whole 6x6 paper pad showing you things in that video. Then it's a sheet load of cards on the 2nd. And then on the 3rd, on Saturday, we'll be live again. And I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be paper crafting. So, love you guys tons. And I hope you have a super great week. I will see you here live on Saturday. There will be recorded videos for you the next 2 days. All right. Bye, everybody.